Hello Libra, welcome to your April 2022 reading. I'm going to be doing a few different spreads for you. First I will do a horseshoe spread. Oops. Try that again. The horseshoe spread, and that will be a general love forecast for you. I will then do a one-on-one relationship spread if you have a specific person in mind. That's going to be interpreted as a romantic relationship, but it could also be any relationship that you want, like a boss, coworker, friend, cousin. Then I'll pull some oracle cards from Spirit to get an idea of what's going on from Spirit's point of view for your romantic forecast. I will pull some oracle cards from your person, and then I'll finish with some angel cards to give you some advice. And I did shuffle these all off camera, but I did it once on camera for your viewing pleasure. Let's see. And here is the horseshoe spread. It's a little better. Okay. Okay, so we got your past, your present, your future 3 to 4 months out. We got you in a nutshell. We got your environment, we got your hopes and or your fears, and we have your 12-month outcome. Libra. And I pull these cards just for divination. They're not actually advice, so don't take them as advice at this time. So it looks like in the past, when it comes to love and romance, you might have been pulling away. Here we got the 8 of Cups, where this guy's going into the mountains to kind of go think about stuff. Yeah, so in the romantic department, it's probably pretty quiet. We got here Dionysus merrymaking in reverse, so it's going to be probably like the opposite of, you're not going to any parties, you're not going mixing and mingling. You might be keeping to yourself. And then we have that paired here with healing family issues. I'll just read it, but don't take it as advice. Your love life benefits when you forgive your parents. So I mean, I'm probably gonna lean more to like maybe instead of focusing on romance, you might have been focusing on healing your family, healing yourself. Some sort of aspect needed to be healed, and you can't. It's hard to have a romantic relationship when you're not, holding it together yourself. So the present situation for you, well, we got some mixed feelings here. Okay, so we got this 10 of Wands, we got alchemy, unfairness, and we got romantic feelings. So it looks like you're carrying a lot of weight right now, Libra. And even though this was supposed to be a love reading, I guess it still is. You might be carrying too many wands around that you don't have any time for love. There's too much stuff happening, and you just don't have a chance to even take a breath. So how would you even have time for any romance? We got that here, alchemy, unfairness. The story of alchemy is she gets raped by a god, and the husband assumes that it was consensual cheating, and he kicks her out, and she's like, in the streets suffering. Eventually he takes her back because he finds out it was rape, and she had no control of the situation. But he jumped to a conclusion really fast, and he treated her unfair. And she's victimized once again, in a sense. So it could be that there's all these different conflicts, burdens, things that's coming at you, and you feel like you're just drowning. In this picture, she's drowning in this like sea of I guess rice or salt or something. Everything's being poured on her, and she's suffering. Despite that, it looks like you might be, I guess, craving some romantic feelings again. Maybe it's been so long that you're starting to get some urges, but they're just feelings at this point. They're not necessarily physically manifested. Okay, so we got your 3 to 4 month future here. We got the Page of Cups. Come on out. We got Themis, Cosmic Order, reversed, and we got You Deserve Love, You Are Lovable. So it looks like you might be, I guess, turning over a new leaf in the near term, 3 to 4 months out future, Libra. Yeah, and it seems like it's you. I put the second card just like if it was another court card to see if it was a specific person or if it was just going to be you, and it wasn't a court, so it's going to be you. So you're going to be kind of starting to emotionally open up again, just kind of testing the waters on romance. It might not be anything too serious, too far, but I mean you'll just do some small courting rituals, and it might even be just trying to take care of yourself to look better, so you could portray the you know how you feel inside but on the outside. We got here Themis, Cosmic Order. It could be that maybe you might be, I guess, fighting your destiny in a sense, and you know, fighting the tides that's turning for you. You know, trying to push you to not work so much and try to enjoy the Venus aspect. You know, of love, beauty. She can also be indulgent, but you know, so you might have some resistance to that because you might be used to working and used to fighting. So it might be a different feeling for you that you're not comfortable with yet. But it looks like in the near-term future, it says you deserve love, you're lovable. So I mean, you're gonna be, you deserve love, but probably it's saying you deserve it because you don't have it, you're not feeling it. But you have everything you need. You have all the emotional maturity you need to have love, find love. You just might not be quite letting go of that arrow to let love, you know, strike. Okay, this is you right now. So kind of in line with this little page guy. It looks like you're starting to open up emotionally, creatively, spiritually to love, perhaps. You know, if you're opening up now, it might have been shut down before. It does look like you might be kind of stuck inside. You're not making any moves. You're not making any travel. You're not going out to see people yet. So it might just be more of an internal change at this point. So we got your environment here. That's not necessarily something you can control or you're responsible for, but it is, you know, the weather forecast outside. So like if it's raining, you have to decide if you're going to put on a raincoat or not go out at all. So in your case, what's going on in your social romantic spectrum is interesting. So I mean, around you, it looks like there is healing, balance. Perhaps there is some sort of aspect of nightlife around you because we got star, it's night. So that does look conducive to romance. But then we got that paired here with Eris strife. So there could be some challenges in your social romantic fields that do inhibit you. Perhaps people might be moving a little too fast too, because there's kind of a speed factor. She looks like she's running. Okay, so Libra, we got your hopes and or your fears. Let's see what we got here. Alright, so with the Zeus card, I'm kind of getting the sense that you're hoping to be worshipped. You're hoping, you know, people will kind of be on their knees for you, which is kind of funny. I guess perhaps you're hoping that they see the value in you and they see you as worthy of love. And then we got that paired here with the moon in reverse. So it could be that you have a fear of being left in the dark, lied to. you could fear some, I guess they're kind of like barking. You could maybe fear some people barking out things that maybe you wanted private. But these two fears are not necessarily things that are true or going to happen. These are just things that kind of mull around in your unconscious and make an impact when you make your decisions about love and romance. Okay. It's running out of space on this table. Okay. So your 12-month outcome, well, for now it's not looking so hot, but the good thing about this is like you can change it. It's 12 months out, so you have a lot of wiggle room to change your fate at this point. Change the steering wheel. If you know you're running into a brick wall, you could turn the steering wheel, go somewhere else. But it looks like 12 months out from now, you might have some anxiety, depression. You might have some sleepless nights where you're thinking you're over worried about something not necessarily conducive to love. It could be that you're overthinking the whole love romance situation. We got Hercules Protector, but he's in reverse. It looks kind of like he's tiptoeing through this dark forest, trying to not wake the beast. He's not looking very comfortable right here. And even between these two people, it looks like kind of like there's some tension or anxiety between this man and the woman. They don't look at ease. So it could be a situation where you're not talking, maybe you're wanting to say something, you have something held back in your head, but it's not getting out there. Alright. So let me go ahead and shuffle these cards for your one-on-one spread, so give me 1 second. Okay, Libra, I shuffled these off camera so I don't waste too much of your time. But I'll do it once on camera for your viewing pleasure. Alrighty. So this could be any relationship. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic one, but I will interpret it like that. Adjust the interpretations if you want to think of a different person, like a boss, cousin, friend. Okay, let's try to scoot this stuff over. No. Okay. So typically on the left side is you, the current, and on the right side is the person you're thinking of, Libra. We have on the bottom the past shared energy in this relationship, the present shared energy in this relationship, and the future shared energy in this relationship. So Libra, it looks like for you, kind of in line with the general reading, there's a lot of challenges in your life, and those challenges are affecting the relationship. That's the energy that you're bringing into the relationship. A lot of work, hard challenges. Once you chop off one head of the snake, then there's another one to chop off again. The United Cups is kind of like, he looks like he's walking off away into a different path, kind of disengaged. He might be a little out of control of his emotions, or denying his emotions right now. Alright, Libra. So the person you're thinking of, their energy, it's like they're wanting reunion, but it's in reverse. So it's kind of like perhaps they're not getting it. Maybe they're not getting enough attention. Maybe they're not giving enough attention. Something about, it's not quite there. It could be that the energy they're bringing in is that they might be partying, socializing a lot, and that might be taking their time. If they're out doing things with friends, that they're not available to you. So the past shared energy, interesting. You have a weird combination because we got Page, and it's kind of like he's bringing a gift of a pentacle, but then we got Perseus gifts in reverse, and we got make the effort in reverse. So like maybe someone tried to buy gifts or tried to bring in money, but it wasn't received well, or it wasn't what they wanted, or they didn't want a gift, they just wanted time. And the Page is also the least mature of the court cards. There's a Page, and then more advanced is the Knights, and then the next advanced would be the Kings and the Queens, the masters of their domains. So the Pages, they make mistakes. They have like a childlike immaturity to it. So perhaps, they thought gifts was the way to go to improve the relationship, and maybe that wasn't the right choice. So the present shared energy between you two, Libra, we got the King of Cups, we got Icarus in experience, and we got attraction in reverse. And the King of Cups often represents in the zodiac spreads like Cancer, which would be like loving, homebody, very domesticated kind of energy, very emotional, but it seems like maybe there could be some sort of out of syncness to the emotions right now, because maybe one of you guys is loving and stable, while the other one might be this Icarus here, inexperienced, kind of getting thrown out, or maybe going too high, falling out and not realizing the boundaries. There could be some sort of sense of dislike or disattraction right now because someone did something out of the scope of boundaries. And we have your shared energy in the future in this relationship. We got the King of Wands reversed, we got Uranus remoteness, and we got pay attention to the red flags. So this comes up on my romance reading sometimes, and it's a tough one to take. But typically this, in my experience, is like a falling out where you're in like absolutely no contact, zero contact. And we do have the King of Wands in reverse, so it could be, the wands are about movement, about passion, but this guy is like maybe out of the picture at that time. He might be following his passion elsewhere. And that's probably why there's red flags in the situation, so it might be kind of a red alert situation, like, if they're physically not here, where are they, what are they doing, is it worth thinking about them if they're not thinking about you? It's a chance, there's a chance, it's a shared energy, so it could be you, it could be them, but that turns out to be the King of Wands, but it seems like one of you guys, might be missing in action. Alright, so let's get some other cards. Let me pull some cards from the Spirit and see what kind of advice or assessments they have of the situation. It's a general reading, so hopefully, I would hope these are 100% hit on you, but it could be maybe not all of these are aligned to your story. Lily, you'll know. Alrighty. So when these cards are in reverse, I'll interpret that sometimes as being the opposite of a blockage, or sometimes to the extreme, depending on the other cards around it. We got friendship in reverse. This friendship is leading to more, so perhaps it's not going anywhere. Protected. You are safe and divinely guided. I'm going to take that to the extreme because you're always safe. Fate. This is a destined partnership in reverse. Different pages. You and this person don't share the same vision in reverse. Second chance. This relationship deserves a second chance, but it's in reverse, so perhaps it doesn't. Let's see what else we got. Soulmate. Your soulmate loves, accepts, and respects you unconditionally. In reverse. Intuition. You already know the answer you seek. Stability. This relationship can stand the test of time. Obsession. Someone in this relationship Someone in this relationship, someone in this connection is gripped by obsessive thoughts. Apology. You can expect the apology you want to hear. So, I mean, if you are asking about a situation, what's going on, it does look like you're protected, but you guys are not seeing eye to eye right now. It seems like one of you guys will apologize to the other, but it might not be worth that second chance. It's up to you. We got the soulmate here and upside down, so it might not be the connection you want unless you want to interpret it as like to the extreme scenario. We'll see what other cards we can pull out. Alright, so if you're out of contact with a person or you want to know what they're thinking, here are some cards for you. Oh, that was a lot more than I thought. Okay. Alrighty. I compare you to others. I couldn't let you get close to me. I couldn't tell you face to face. I fantasize about you. You are not part of my plan. I don't know why. I need security. I miss seeing you. I wish I could share my good news with you. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. I can't stop thinking about you. I know I was a distraction from your pain. You are the best thing in my life. I almost read that as best friend. So, I mean, let me see if I organize these. It does seem like if there was a falling out, they probably are not expecting you to ever come back to them. They do seem to really appreciate you and want to talk to you, but they probably don't see it as something that's going to happen again from their point of view. And it does seem kind of like they're taking some responsibility here when they're saying, I couldn't let you get close to me. Perhaps you tried and, you know, they didn't let you win all the way, so that wasn't enough for you. Alright, let me pull a few more cards. Alrighty. Alrighty. So, again, when these are upside down, you can interpret that as the opposite of the card or to the extreme, depending on what we see. I still love you. I am loyal to you. I'm exploring my sexuality. I want to see you. Let's move some of these things out of the way. Oh my god, that's a little better. It's worth the effort. I wear armor. I'm not afraid of competition. I need BDSM. I can't see you right now. I like to play games. I'm too proud. Will you like my dog? I deleted everything. I couldn't make a choice. I am ready, but it's upside down, so I'm going to take that as I'm not ready. I hurt you too much. So that's interesting. So it seems like it says, I love you, I'm loyal to you, I want to see you, but I can't see you right now. It seems like there's a factor of, you might have their heart, but since they're exploring their sexuality, you might not have their body. They might have a different preference in romance than you. I kind of almost want to say that play games might be a sexual thing too. But yeah, if there was a falling out, it seems like they blame themselves. They think they hurt you too much to get back together. Like you wouldn't take them back in a sense. Yeah. And it's a little funny, a little sweet. Will my dog like you? Like, I guess, will their best friend like you or accept you? Okay. All right, Libra. Let me pull some cards from the Angel Advice cards. All right. So this is actually a job hobby card, hobby card. But we could take this for advice for that straight, or we could interpret it a little bit towards romance. We got sensitivity. You are becoming more sensitive and need to make changes accordingly. Chakra clearing. Archangel Metatron. Call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometry shapes. We got Malachite, prosperity. There is a positive shift in your flow of divine support. So you could wear Malachite in a ring or a necklace. I'm not sure if it's hard enough to wear in those kind of applications, but wear it in the wear it on your body, put it in your pocket as a physical reminder of all the prosperity around you. And you could also, if you're sensitive enough, feel the energy off of it to feel the prosperity and be very conscious of it. And then we got, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. And then we got Achilles' glory. Alrighty. In the message from Achilles, Achilles accepted his vulnerability, as it is better to die for what you believe in and love what you for what you believe in and what you love, rather than live comfortably without love or courage. Achilles represents our desire for glory and immortality, and the complexity and grief that we find during our search. He accepted the inevitable, yet strove for meaning and purpose. This is the fundamental link that binds all humankind. If you are drawn to this card, you may have a feeling of call to glory, to devote yourself to a higher cause. This is a time to remember that the greater warrior has the greatest heart. In order to accomplish great things, you must be able to connect to your vulnerability and reveal something deeper in your nature, and to reveal what makes you human. Your vulnerability will connect you to all humankind and bring power to what you achieve. This is a time to live and breathe the passion that exists within you, for this is the love and passion that will lead you to ultimate glory. Yeah, and another factor of that is when you experience love and passion, whether it's in a career, hobby, volunteering, any aspect of life, you'll get into that vibration of passion and love, and then you'll be able to convert and toggle it over towards romance if you're having a hard time hitting that frequency in the romantic department. Alright, so Libra, that is all I have for you for this April 2022 forecast. Have a good day, and maybe I'll see you next month.